All across Montana, people are making a difference.
Hi, I'm Dan Yonkin. I'm Lake County's undersheriff. So I went for my annual checkup, and I saw my doctor, and he noticed some things on my blood work, some things that concerned him enough, and with my family history of some diabetes in my immediate family, he decided to give me a referral to the diabetes prevention program. And I was a little skeptical at first. I was kind of like, oh, just another meeting to go to. I go to a lot of meetings, and it just seemed like it would maybe be something that I wouldn't have time for. But he assured me that the meetings start on time, they end on time, and that they were very rigidly scheduled, so I wouldn't have to worry. I could work them into my currently busy schedule. So I decided to give it a shot. One of the things that I learned from the program was when I started to attend was about where diabetes comes from, and type 2 diabetes specifically, which would be more of where my threat comes from, that it's actually your body resisting the ability to be able to use the insulin that it produces. I was always under the understanding that diabetes had to do with a good pancreas and enough insulin coming out and enough for your body to be able to process sugar. But I learned through the class that that's not the case, that actually we kind of tailor our bodies with what we eat, and the type of foods that we consume definitely impact on our body, have an impact on our body's ability to be able to process sugars properly. I had to keep track of everything that I ate. Then we had to go through and kind of map out what we had eaten, how it was healthy or was unhealthy in my case. And it was an eye-opener for me to start looking those things up and see the fat content. So that in order to be able to get a better understanding of what you can and can't eat, obviously that's what I know what the exercise is. It also gave me a good baseline so that I was able to show more improvement by the end of the class, because obviously I was making very poor choices when I started the class. And then as the class progressed, one of the things that was one of the things that we had to continue to do is keep those blue books and keep a log of everything that we were taking into our bodies. So, and then try to balance out and stay under a target amount. My target amount was around 50 grams of fat, which seems like that's a lot, but when you start looking at things like movie popcorn, where you can literally blow your whole day's budget of fat on one sitting with a small bag of movie popcorn, it's a little disheartening to realize how much junk you take into your body. One of the other things that I had to do, or one of the things that I had to do on a regular basis, was try to keep track of my movement and my exercise and make me more accountable to that. They weren't asking us to go out and buy a Jack LaLanne spa membership or anything like that. They weren't asking us to go and to try to join a gym. It was just take the things that you have available to you and capitalize on them. So I work in the basement of the courthouse, and I have to go upstairs a lot, so don't take the elevator, take the stairs. To do other things, just like finding the time after work to be able to work in an opportunity to go out and to walk and to use the bike path and to take advantage of that. Again, it wasn't to go out overboard on anything, but just simply to take advantage of the things that are already there to us. When it came to eating, it was the same thing. Don't just stop eating bad foods. Moderate them. If you're going to have chocolate, don't eat a whole candy bar. You can have a square of it and limit yourself, or find chocolate in other ways. Another big change that I had was just being able to, I dropped one of my pills on my blood pressure, that I didn't get rid of it, but I was at least able to cut it in half. Hopefully I'm going to progress toward getting rid of my blood pressure medication altogether. So the program has given me the tools that I need to be able to maintain my weight and be able to get the weight off that I need to. And I didn't have those tools before. I didn't know how to do that. And I feel like I'm a lot better at it now than I ever was. And I feel great. So that's definitely a side effect of the program that I wasn't expecting.
A lifestyle change program that works. For more information, visit mtprevention.org. Brought to you by the Montana Department of Public Health and Human Services. Another way we're keeping Montana healthy.